Dr. John Tan, who is the Assistant Secretary General of the SDP. John is a social psychologist with a master's from the University of Wisconsin. He spent 10 years in the US doing research and writing on the intrinsic motivation and empowerment, and has taught in several universities in the US and Singapore. He has had keen insight on politics in Singapore and has seen how economic prosperity and democracy can work hand in hand for the betterment of society. John says, I believe that there is only one justification for the existence of government, and that is to serve the people. Let me introduce to you Dr. John Tan.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Bentley, for that great introduction. What Bentley had introduced was only half of me. I would like you to go to the stalls at the back there afterwards and get some publications that we have, which we are selling to raise funds for this election. And if you see a beautiful lady by the name of Grace, that's my other half. That's my better half. Thank you so much. Thank you for the honor to stand here before you at the threshold of the opportunity and privilege of serving you during this historical moment. Every election is a historical time of decision. This time, even more so, because for 50 years, the PAP had their chance to turn this country into a great nation, but they failed. They squandered that opportunity with their greed and their arrogance. They wasted that opportunity with their incompetence and their uncaring way. They have forgotten that they are called to be the servants of the public. Instead, they made themselves masters. People are beginning to be disillusioned by the broken promises of the PAP. People are beginning to know the truth. And that's a good thing, because the truth shall set you free. Yes. 50 years ago, your parents, my parents, they strive hard to build this country. It is their hard work and their sacrifices they made that made our economy what it is today. When times are good, unfortunately, the PAP claim credit for themselves. Boo! When times are bad, we get all the blame. They say we are lazy and we needed the spur on our back. Let me tell you the secret of our success. We are successful because we work hard. Yes. We are successful because of the hard work and sacrifices of people like you and you and you. We, the people of Singapore, We work hard to make our economy tick. We clock in every day, every week, month after month. It is you that makes the economy tick, not the PAT.
Yes.
Don't you forget that.
Yes. Yes.
Dear friends, even though our economy seems to be doing fine, do you get that feeling? That feeling that something is seriously wrong with our country. 10,000 of our highly talented people leave the country every year, not for a vacation, but for good. Why? Instead of finding a fitting solution to address the problem, the PAP simply labeled these people what? Quitters. That's right. And then they opened the floodgates to a whole horde of foreign workers to replace them and us. Consequently, our professionals are fighting for jobs with foreign workers. Our managers are driving taxis because they have been replaced by cheaper foreigners. Even our students have to vie for spaces in the school and the university.
Yes.
The other day, I was walking down the hawker center, meeting people, shaking their hand. I met a nice looking guy. He came up to me, very happy to see me and my team, and he told me that we gave him the opportunity to vote for the first time in his life. Well, I thanked him for the honor, and I asked him if there are issues that he wants me to bring up for him, speak up for him. And he said yes. Then all of a sudden his face looked serious and his friendly voice became somber. And he said, I lost my job to a foreign worker, and I've been out of the job for 6 months already. He's IT trained and would only introduce himself as Lim. Mr. Lim's situation is not unique. I have met many Lims, Tans, Rajins, and Yusos. They have lost their job to foreign workers, not because they lack talent, but because foreign workers accept lower wages. Not because they are lazy, but because foreign workers do not have reservist liability. Yes, Singaporeans have talents. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. We run this economy like clockwork, and we should import talent only when we need them. The SDP believes that you must come first. Only when an employer cannot find a Singaporean that fits the shoes can he take a foreign worker. The SDP believes that our economy is built by each and every Singaporean that work hard and sacrifice, and therefore every Singaporean workers deserve a fair share of the pie. Dear friends, we are at a crossroad where we have to decide whether to let a government who is incompetent and uncaring to continue to wield unchecked power over us, or to stop and check its monopolistic power. Let me tell you the one thing that you must do. If you, like me, are fed up of having to watch over our shoulder all the time because someone might poach your job by accepting lower wages. If you, like me, are fed up of being sandwiched like sardines in our MRT trains and buses every day, if you, like me, have had enough of being treated like a second class in your own country, there is only one thing you must do that shall set you free from the PAP.
SDP! Vote for SDP!
You are right. Vote
Vote for SDP!
for the SDP.
Yes!
Undilah SDP.投民主党一票. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.